Hi, I'm David Lawrence, and I'm going to show you how to make a terrific recipe by Jeanne Kelley of JeanneKelleyKitchen.com.
My recipe is Gorgonzola and Cherry Tomato Pizza, and it's delicious. I always do make my own dough, and I think that has a lot to do with just experimenting through the years and trying different products that are available, purchase doughs here and there, and I've just never been very happy with them. They've never tasted that good to me. And it seems so easy to make your own that, you know, why not?
Sounds great, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put together the dough. I've got a little bit of warm water here. I'm going to add some active dry yeast and just whisk this together. And we're going to let this hang out for about 5 minutes just to let it bloom. I've got my all-purpose flour in the food processor. To that I'm going to add some whole wheat flour, and some Vital Wheat gluten flour goes in. Add in some kosher salt, about 1.5 teaspoons, and I'm just going to blitz this together by pulsing it a few times in the food processor. Our yeast is ready, so now I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Just whisk this in. And now we're going to add this into the food processor through the feed tube and let this come together into a ball. And if you just give it a little squeeze, it should hold together like that, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Now that the dough has come together, I'm just going to drizzle a bowl with a little bit of olive oil, just to make sure that the dough doesn't stick and also to make sure that it doesn't form a skin. So I'm going to turn this out, being very careful of the blade, into the bowl, turn it around in the olive oil, and then I'm going to cover this with a clean kitchen towel and let this hang out so it can rise for about 1.5 hours. Okay, so our dough is risen and it looks beautiful. It's nice and puffy. What we're going to do now is just sort of punch it down, just to deflate it. And I'm going to sprinkle my surface area with a little bit of flour here, just so the dough doesn't stick. And then I just kind of knead this a few times, just to bring it together. And I'm just going to roll this dough out. You can just use your fingers to kind of stretch it out a little bit. Then I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of cornmeal onto the sheet pan. This is going to help make the crust nice and crispy and also help keep it from sticking. Now we're going to add some garlic oil, and I'm just going to spoon this right over the pizza. I've got some grated mozzarella all over the top. And then we're going to go for some gorgonzola, some really salty blue cheese.
I like to use the cherry tomatoes because they're good almost year-round, and they're available almost year-round, and it adds a nice fresh flavor.
And this is going to go into a 425-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes, just until the cheese is melted and gooey and the crust is golden brown. Okay, so our pizza's out of the oven and it looks amazing. So I'm just going to transfer this to a board. I've got some beautiful fresh basil here. Now I like big pieces of pizza, so I'm just going to go in and cut this into fourths here. And just to finish it off, a nice little sprig of fresh basil. Now Jeanne, I gotta say, this pizza looks amazing. I cannot wait to try it, but mostly I can't wait for you guys to try it at home and let us know what you think. Get more recipes at goodbite.com.